Let's get started. I'm really excited. I've been waiting for this day for a long, long time. We're going to make a snow level. Oh, a beautiful, beautiful, foggy, creepy, well, Resident Evil Village style snow level. So come on in and let's get started. I'm listening to the Mario soundtrack right now. It's a little too loud. Hold on. There we go. All right, come on in, and let's have a good time today. Come on. We're going to take a lot of what we're seeing here and we're going to duplicate it into a new scene. So the way that you do that with, let's see here. One sec, sorry, my music. Hold on. Take it easy. Stop complaining. I got this. All right. I got to turn on my jazz. Okay, and you guys can't hear it. Sorry. I'm trying to not have any music during my streams because I want it to be just voice. But I am listening to jazz on my end. Anyway, whatever. Who cares, Thomas? We're going to duplicate this terrain right here. The way you do that is you select your collider. And you can see we have this level 1 here. This is the terrain data. I don't need level 1B. I can delete that, I think. I don't think it's being used. Let's find the reference in the scene. Okay, good. So we're good here. We can delete this. I think we're okay. Okay. And this one we can delete as well. Can I? Hold on. I feel like I'm deleting stuff I shouldn't. Let's hit play. No, we're good. All right, we're good. So this is fun. Instead of starting with a scratch piece of terrain, all we've got to do is duplicate this one, okay? Let me check on the chat here. All right, good. Everybody's doing good today? Oh my goodness. A lot of you showed up really quick. How's it going, guys? Okay, so this terrain right here, I'm actually going to call this just forest terrain data, okay? That's all we need. Let's hit play, though. Okay, we're good, Okay, it went black for a little bit. That made me worried. Okay, so we just duplicate it, and we're going to call this snow terrain data, okay? Now, save the scene. And you can see this one, this scene here is called level 1 forest. I'm not going to call it level 1 forest. It's actually just going to be forest level. Very generic name, okay? Reload it, good. And you can see I got rid of the ocean here. So we've spent so much time in this forest level and I've enjoyed it. It's been wonderful and it doesn't mean we're done with it, but I am definitely ready. I'm ready to move on to another level, okay? So the level, I guess the series of levels will be the forest level, moving into the interior level, and then into the snow level. So we've worked on the interior level a little bit, but I'm still waiting on Felipe to finish up those interior designs. Felipe is my 3D modeler for a lot of the elements in the game. So let's go ahead and start with the snow level. So I'm going to save this scene so I can go, ooh, whoa, we've got a scene template. What is that? I've never seen that before. Okay, save as. This is going to be snow level, okay? All right, let's see here. All right. By the way, guys, if you haven't subscribed yet, hit the subscribe button. And if you haven't hit the notification bell, hit the notification bell. You guys can get notified when I'm live, which is wonderful because hey, you can show up and help me out with my game. And then hopefully, maybe, just maybe, show up in my next dedicated upload where I take compilations of these streams and turn it into a dedicated upload. And I might just show your comment. So be sure to leave or hit the notification bell. Okay, so let's see here. I'm going to get rid of all of the enemies. We don't need any enemies. I don't know what this cube is. We can delete that. That's kind of weird. What in the world is that? We don't need that cube. Delete that. And I'm just going to clean house. Yeah. We don't need any of this crap. We need the game manager. We need the reverb zone. But we can delete all this other stuff. We need the profiles as well. Delete all of that. Delete the crate here. Good, good. Environment, we need to keep that for now. We'll have this directional light. All this stuff here. Yeah. We don't need any of this crap here. And we do need the music. What is that? Automatic. Okay, we're good. Where's the ambient noise? Let's take a look. Where is ambience? Make sure we don't delete that. Ah, it's right there. It was hiding. We're going to drag that to the top here. Ah, it was hiding inside of the environment game object. So we're going to remove that all the way to the top here. All right. We're just cleaning up here, guys. That's all we're doing. Just cleaning up so that we are not overwhelmed with the new level, okay? Honestly, we don't really need a ton of game objects. The environment here, I don't think we need any of this stuff, to be completely honest. Well, it might be nice to have, okay? So this is going to be environment. What we're going to call this is environment backup. And we're going to just push it over here, okay? We might need that later. Okay, so this is really cool. Watch this. So if we go to our terrain, forest terrain data, now we have the snow terrain data. If I could just drag that into the scene, let's see here. What? There we go. Okay. Now it's in the scene. So we can actually just hopefully hit play here and we have this terrain ready to go. All right. So here's my FPS controller. We just pull that over here. And let's hit play and just make sure that everything looks correct. Great. Okay. Let's see here. I don't even know where I'm at. Okay, I think we're good. So for some reason, the trees are taking forever to show up. I think some of the culling data associated with the grass was not transferred over properly. Yeah, we need to fix that, okay? So far so good, right? We have this new piece of terrain. The arrow, welcome. I'm doing very good. Thanks for asking. So something's wrong with the trees here. Let's see if we're getting the same problem here. Okay. I don't think we are, okay? And I'm trying to figure out what that's related to. Let's select this one and take a look. Go to the settings here. Tree and detail objects, okay. Wind settings for grass. Interesting. Detail distance 250. Detail density. Okay, I think the detail distance needs to be 250 for this one as well. Let's take a look. Ah, yes, look, it got reset. So we're going to make it 250. Hopefully, when we hit play, we now have our trees. Perfect. Okay. So everything's pretty solid. Now we can go ahead and start making our snow world, right? So I'm going to flatten this terrain and clean it up. Let's go to, I think we can go to set height. And we need to think about what we want the generic height to be. I think around 185. Yeah, 185 should be good, actually. Yep, 185 is what we want. Brush size. Whoopsie. We want to make sure it doesn't ruin the other one over there. Okay. And then why not just do a big, what's the word? What am I trying to say? A big fill of stone, or, dirt's fine actually. So let's do some dirt here. Bring the brush size down a little bit and just paint. Here we go. Actually, is that correct? Yeah, that's fine. Okay. All right, so we're just gonna have some dirt here. And what I wanted to do is, after you go through this mazy first level here, it opens up into this sort of beautiful field, like a big forest almost. And you're sort of lost in this very dense, foggy forest. It doesn't mean that it's not gonna have walls, but I do want it to open up a little bit. Okay. So I'm going to do that really quick. Let's hit play and make sure everything looks good here. All right, so all we've got is the grass and the trees. Beautiful. Okay, let's turn off our music really quick. Turn that off. I think I'm okay with deleting this stuff. Well, not yet. Okay, so let's create our snow texture. Let's see if we've got one. We do. It's right there. Okay, we're almost ready to go. All we got to do is add a new layer, honestly. And that's called snow. There it is. Awesome. So we've already got snow ready to go. So let's see how it looks all with the snow. Sweet. Oh man, it's so much fun doing terrain stuff. And let's erase all of the trees, all of the grass. All right. Hold Control and click to erase only details of the selected type. Hold Shift and click to erase all details. All right. Good, okay. Whoa, what's going on there? I'm not sure what just happened. What? That's so weird. Why? What's going on here? What is that? This area contains too many detail objects. Decrease the density. Okay. What are you doing, Siri? Stop that. Ah, yes. So I got it. Okay. So drop down the opacity and the target strength and hold Shift. Probably going to need to hit play here. Looks like we've got ourselves a problem. Okay. There we go. Okay. So how do I clear out the terrain? I'm trying to think about this. I would rather do it really quickly instead of doing it this way, but whatever. The brush size can't really get any bigger. What if we do 300? Can we do 300? No, we can only do 100. Well, let's just do this then. Let's see here. Just clean it up. This is probably a terrible way to do this. I don't know how to erase everything. So I hope we're not screwing up this. Let's take a look. We're not. Okay, we're good. We're still good. Okay. Yeah, so you just want to make sure your ID is different. So in this case, or the terrain data is different. So in this case, we've got the snow terrain. So if we're erasing all of the trees and stuff, it's not really affecting this one over here. So we're good. Zoom in here. Okay, a little bit to delete there. Let's just keep zooming out, see if we can find anything. Then we got a little bit here too. I like to start with a very blank canvas. Oh, let's fill in those holes as well. Oh, gotta get rid of that. Good. And by the way, guys, if you haven't downloaded the 2D game kit, this is the same game kit that I created to create a game for PewDiePie in 14 days. So it's yours, totally free. Just click below, use it however you want. And hey, if you don't need a 2D game kit right now, you can still just save it on your computer and use it for later. Use it for commercial projects and also for personal projects. I really don't care what you do with it. Okay, let's fill in these holes, guys. Whoops. Also, there is a webinar below as well. Totally free webinar just to help you guys, well, learn what I did in securing 6 figures with demos of my games, with incomplete games. Totally free webinar. It's really pretty straightforward. Nothing gimmicky about it. It's going to help you out. So feel free to click below to check that out too. All right, let's take a look. Okay. All right, so we got some trees over here. I don't know where those are. Let's see. We need to erase those. Okay, they're right here. There they are. Okay. So let's erase those really quick. And we should be good to go. Why? There we go. Okay. All right, so first problem, guys. I kind of want it to be a little bit brighter, a little bit not so gloomy as the forest level. So what I'm going to do, exit maximize on play, and I'm going to, well, let's see if we could change the fog. Well, I think what I want to do actually is go to our controller here and go to the camera. Ah, yes. We have the weapon camera, but we also just have a regular camera. The regular camera, can you see through the background? You can. Okay, what about the... Ah, yes, it's a skybox. It's a skybox. Okay, so let's go to our skybox, which makes me wonder where that is. I'm trying to remember. Let's go to our... we got to create a new lighting setting. Okay. Well, let's double check something here. If we go to our forest... Sorry, I'm getting used to the new version of Unity here. We have new lighting settings here. Environment. There it is. Okay. So that's Skybox Level 1. We're going to rename this, okay? This is going to be Skybox Forest. Excuse me. This is going to be Skybox Forest. That's a PSD, though. We're going to duplicate this material, and it's going to be called Skybox Snow. Okay. And we'll also duplicate the PSD to be Skybox Snow PSD. See? Welcome, Sam Bread. Thanks for joining us. All right, guys. So we've got our Skybox Snow here and Skybox Forest. I don't think I want to do a new lighting settings at all. Yeah, I don't want to do that. Okay, let's go to our snow level. There it is. And now, in the environment, what I can do, this should work, is bring the snow in and then go to the Skybox Snow PSD. And this is going to be a very gray, but pretty bright. Bluish color. Okay, let's just save that really quick. This is all a guess and check process. You're never going to be perfect. You're never going to know exactly what's right. You sort of just feel it out. I'm one of those artists that can't just immediately get something. It takes me a lot of tweaking and guessing and checking before it's perfect. All right, there's our Skybox Snow material. I'm going to drag this in. There we go. So far, so good. And it looks pretty terrible. The reason it looks terrible is because, well, first off, there's the, okay. First off, you could see the land over there. That's fine, though. Okay, so we'll go to our lighting here in the fog. We need to match it as close as we can to that sky. Okay? So I'm going to go to my profile here, my world profile. I'm going to turn off all of the effects and also go to my camera, turn off the retro game shader. So this is the true color, okay? So I'm going to go to the fog here and just select this. There it is. Look at that. Okay. So we're going to make this color match, and we want it to be pretty foggy on this level. Okay, so let's take a look here. Let's change. Hey, we're back. Okay. Oh my goodness. I hate when that happens. Just when we're about to have fun. Okay, I like it a little bit darker. I do. Let's go a little bit more saturated blue. Kind of a navy blue, you know, to give some contrast here. And then you just take this. There we go. Okay, so I'm going to copy these fog settings. Copy. And now I got to paste them back in. That should do it. That's the theory. F. It didn't. Well, that's annoying. Crap. Whatever. So let's go to our inspector here. Turn off the retro shader and the post-processing. Okay. So here's what we need to do. Go to our lighting here. Go to the fog. And grab the darkest tone that we can. That looks good. Okay, we're going to create a swatch out of that. All right, and now we just fill it in with the swatch. There it is. And then finally, the end is going to be something like 60. So it's pretty foggy. Okay, good. Pretty foggy snow level. Okay, the start could be something around -20. Welcome, Coding and Flow. Welcome, welcome. All right, we're going to do -20. And then go back to our camera here. Turn on the retro game shader and the post-processing effects. Okay. Pretty foggy. It's a little too warm, though. So we'll have to figure this out slowly, how we want this to look. But we're getting there. We're getting there. Okay. So here's our snow. Let's just add Are we back? Oh, geez. Gosh. Okay, we're going to smooth this out. Sorry, guys. It's probably going to crash again. You never know. All right, let's smooth out the ground here just so it's really soft snow. This is going to be so cool because once you start adding in trees, it is just glorious. Okay. Yeah, I think we could probably make the sky darker. So let's do that. Just a little bit. Save that. And I'm just going to take this right here. We'll merge these together, actually. I could take that, copy it. Yeah, that looks a little bit better. And take the fog here, paste it. There we go. And the snow obviously needs to be more white. And I think we've got a problem with the profile right now. Yep, so we're going to do this. Okay. Now, we're going to go to this profile. This is our world profile. And right away, I could tell you that I want to change the coloring of this profile. So this is the profile for the, okay, we get ambient occlusion, and that's the color and effects. So this is going to be profile, color, and effects for the forest. And then I'm going to duplicate it. And this is going to be profile, color, and effects for the snow. So we go to the profile here. Yeah, the inertia to start a new level is always really intense. So thanks for sticking with me here, guys. Drag the snow profile in there. Okay. Good. Let's see here. The light is in the wrong spot, I feel. Yeah. It was in the wrong spot. Let's try that again. I wonder why that was. Well, that's kind of weird. Anyways, let's work on our profile really quick. So the profile, it's a little warm. Well, first off, the point light is too, but that's okay. Mainly we want to focus on, let's see here. Go to our world profile here. There's the snow one, okay. The bloom color is a warm color. So let's see here. Let's bring the FPS controller down to about 25 or 100, 150, 200. There it is, okay. So about right there so we can see it. And we're going to do, yes, a little bit more of a white tone. Yes, okay, good. Does it play? So there, the player for some reason, about 250, is got a really bright flashlight. So I don't really like that. It's really hard to see. Okay. Yeah, it's super bright. So we have to kind of figure out what to do with this point light here. If I turned it off, what happens? Can't really see much, but it definitely feels a lot better. So that point light is way too bright. So we need to figure out what to do here. I think intensity could be 0.4. But it still looks like it's in the wrong position, you know? So let's try this out. Okay, I think that's a little bit better. Yeah. All right, let's increase the brightness of the snow. So it's a little dark. So that is our snow right currently. About like that. Nice and pixelated. Let's go to the texture itself. Double click on it. It's a PSD. Let's increase the brightness and decrease the saturation. So it's just this gray color. Hit play. Good. Okay. Now, everything's pretty dark. So what I want to do actually is go to the point light here. It was set at 1. What do I want to do here? Sorry guys, I'm trying to think here. Huh. We're going to make it 0.5 for now. So what I want to do, sorry, I know I'm being a little bit boring here. I'm just thinking through some stuff. Let's go to the directional light now. This is the directional light. We're going to do an intensity of 1. Yes, 0.6. That's pretty good. Okay, so now we can actually start adding these trees, okay? So there's the snow. It looks really muted. It looks really confusing right now. I feel like it's way too blurry and difficult to understand what I'm looking at. So that's okay. We're going to figure out what to do here. Well, let's throw in our first pine tree, okay? So let's go to the trees over here. We have a, actually we could type it in right here. Yeah. There we go. There they are. So we have this pine tree here. It's really called a spruce. So I'm going to take that spruce tree, select the actual prefab itself, and start placing them in the scene. It's currently cold out. That's okay. Huh. Why? Okay, there we go. So there's one. There's another one. Let's fix the culling. It shouldn't cull out that quickly. Yeah, let's move it like that. There we go. Okay. All right, yeah, the inertia getting started on these things, it's a kind of a pain getting everything perfect. Especially with lighting and color. Those are the main problems when starting a new level. Okay, there's our trees. Let's take a look here. Is it too foggy, guys? Okay, now things are starting to come to life. Good. Okay, so first off, I can tell you right now, the fog needs to be dark. Let's go to our environment here and drop the fog color down. Like that. Okay, just a little bit darker. I like the shadows, but it doesn't feel cold, does it? Let's take a look at the fog here. I think it might have to do with the skybox. I think the skybox needs to be a solid color. I think the skybox needs to be one solid color. Let's save that out. Jump back into Unity. Okay, already it feels better. Okay. Skybox is a solid color, therefore we can take this solid color here, copy the hex value, and go to our fog here, paste it. Oh, okay, it feels a lot better now. Okay, good. Okay, good. And the fog makes it feel kind of moist. So I'm not sure if fog is the right, what I mean is the fog particles. I'm not sure that's the right solution here. The super dark shadows are a problem. So first off, let's paste in the, there we go. Press play one more time here. Let's double check something here. I'm gonna go to the forest level really quick. It's really important. It's really important to see how things look on other levels to remind yourself of how your game looks. Okay. All right. So this is how the game looks. Okay. I also need to copy over the FPS controller. First off, I'm curious. Yeah. Let's hit apply all. Okay. The FPS controller. We're gonna bring that back over because I think I screwed up the one on the snow level. The FPS controller is going to be identical because it's going to be a persistent object. Okay, so let's take a look here. Okay, he's fallen, so put him at a 0 position, 0, 220, and then 0. Hopefully that'll put him in the right spot. Where are you, buddy? Okay, he's right there. Good. Let's bring him over where the trees are and see what's going on. The flashlight is really problematic. We're going to have to fix this across the board. I don't know why the light is off center. It's really strange. It's also way too bright. So we need to definitely figure that out. Okay. So let's figure it out on the forest level first. The forest level needs to take a priority, or take priority. So on the forest level, you can't really see it doing much because we're on a dark surface, okay? Let's remove all these spiders really quick. Disable those, and also disable the walkers. Does that make sense what I'm saying? The flashlight attached to the player isn't causing too many problems because, well, we're on a dark surface. So it's not that big of a deal. And it's kind of, obviously it looks kind of cool, right? As you explore, things kind of brighten up a little bit. So let's go to the point light on the player here. And go to the camera. There it is. Okay, good. Inside the camera is that point light. If I disable it, what happens? It's super dark now, right? So we really need that point light. You can't just get rid of it. Although I do wonder what would happen if we turned it on and then culled it so that it was on nothing except for FPS weapons. I kind of like it. Okay, that's what we're going to do. Okay? I think that's the best solution here. So we're going to cull it so that it's on nothing except for the weapons. Then what we need to do is the shadows are way too dark. So for example, if I turn on the lighting here, let's see here. These tree shadows are way too dark and the player can really get lost in them. Well, that's a problem with the directional light. So we'll turn down the strength of the shadows here. About like that. See, they were like that, so we'll just drop them down, okay? But we also probably want to increase the directional light's power to 0.6, okay? All right, it feels a lot better now. Good, okay. What about over in the dark areas? It feels pretty good. What about the scene lighting as a whole here? The ambient color? Yes, okay, cool. So the ambient light is like black currently. We don't need that. So we can do a little bit of a green. So what's happening, guys, is that light that I thought was solving a problem for us was causing a lot more problems in other scenes. So we want to make sure that the player's, any flashlight associated with the player is not causing problems. I kind of like this look better than it was, to be honest. It's a little bright. Drop it down. It was originally this. And I think I want to do... I kind of like that. Yeah. There we go. What do you think, guys? Very subtle changes here, but I think this is definitely going to get the job done. Okay, so I want to copy that ambient color here. I'm going to actually create a... Let's see here. Create a swatch out of it. Just double check something here. Yeah. I don't know why, but I can't create a swatch out of it properly. So let's see here. Okay. Is it that? Yeah, it's that. There we go. We're good. Let's hit play again. Good. So you can, it's a lot easier to see now, which is great. It feels a little bit more classic, to be honest. We could probably pump up the shadows back to where they were. Okay, because we've got that ambient light now. So let's go to the directional light. Okay. And all we need to do is bring up the intensity to 1. Nope, wrong. The strength of the shadows to 1. Let's try that out. Cool. Kind of like it. Let's take a look over here. A little too dark right here. Yeah, a little too dark. So if we go to the strength of the shadows here, just drop it down. I think 0.5 is good. Okay. All right. So this level's perfect, which means that hopefully if we go to the snow level now, we don't need that flashlight. We can just get rid of it, right? Remember the flashlight on the player? So let's drop on down here. So we have this stupid looking flashlight. Let's go to the village, or not the village, the forest level. And for some reason, the FPS controller Yeah, we need to hit apply all. Good. Okay. I'm going to copy this really quick. Let's go to the snow level one more time. Alrighty. There's our FPS controller. The point light should now only be culling on the FPS weapons, which hopefully, if we take a look here, good, it is. All right, so what does that mean, guys? It means we can now have better control over this scene, and it's not dependent on that stupid flashlight on the player's hand, okay? So first things first. I'm going to bring the FPS controller down. Keep going. There we go. And move his Z position so we can see a little bit better here. The first thing is, well, I don't really like how intense that fog is, so let's make it 100. Good. Then we're going to go to the directional light here. The intensity of the shadows are ridiculous. Drop those down to about like that. Ooh, yes. Okay, good. We're getting there. 0.6 for the intensity of our directional light, although we could probably get away with 0.4 or 0.5. And then go to the lighting here, go to the environment, and change the ambient color. There we go. What did I tell you? To not a warm color, but a bluish color. Could we get away with just white? Let's try this. Hold on one sec. It does seem a little dark now, doesn't it? Why is there a flashlight? I don't understand what's going on. I think I know what's going on. Hold on. Let's see here. We have this point light. How strange. That point light is for some reason affecting the ground. We don't want that. Huh. That's interesting. Let's hit play one more time. What is going on? Look at this. There's like a flashlight right there. What is that? Is that just the vignette effect? Let's see if we turn off the profile, what happens. It is. It's just the vignette effect. Oh, okay. All right. So it has to. Everything looks so much better now, and it's just because the camera effects are ridiculous for this particular level. It worked great on the other level, but for this one, not so much. So we're gonna go to the snow profile. Turn off the bloom, and we're gonna see what happens. Okay. Let's hit play one more time. Let's turn off that bloom. Okay. And the vignette is really intense, so we're going to bring that down. I kind of don't even want the vignette, to be honest. It's kind of weird having vignette on a snow level. All right, turn the bloom back on. Bring the threshold or the intensity down. Yeah, that's crazy. The bloom is really, really ugly on this scene. Okay, drop it down about like that. Okay, good. All right. I think that'll do it. I think we want... I keep going back and forth here. I kind of want it to be brighter. Let's try this for the skybox. Okay, a little too bright. Drop this like that. Save it. Okay. Take this color. Go back into the fog. Change it to this. Yeah, that's the feeling I wanted for this level for sure. Kind of want it to feel like, what is it? Is it Baston? Battle of the Bulge? I'm not sure what it is. Okay. So that looks way better, but this green coloring I don't really like. So really quick, let's make sure we fix the fog outside of play mode. There we go. And is it the profile or is it the actual light that's causing that greenish color? I think it might be this. Yes, it is. Okay. So we can do an ambient color of white. That's totally fine. But now we're still getting that blooming effect. See that? I really don't like that. Really, really don't like that. Looks like an overexposed look. It could be a couple things. We're working with a lot of effects here. So we got to make sure everything looks good. Is it bloom? Let's turn off bloom. Nope, it's not bloom. Color grading? It's not color grading. It's not the vignette. What about grain? Nope, it's not the grain. So what is that blooming coming from? It might just be the retro game shader. It is. Okay. So what we're going to do is turn the gamma. It should be 1, and then the gradation. Ah, yes, that's what it was. Okay. It was this really crappy gradation, so we can probably bring it up to about 20. So we still have a pixelated look. It just doesn't have that ugly gradation. Okay, everything feels a lot better. Good, okay. So I'm going to copy. Yeah, let's set the gamma to. This is really important, guys. Sorry. We want to make sure that the forest level is not screwed up by anything we're changing with our effects here. Okay, so let's just double check. Let's kill you. We don't want that. Okay, so weapon camera has the retro game shader on it. Okay. Whoa. Stay away. Okay. All right. So the retro game shader is on currently. It looks great in this scene, honestly, but the gradation really needs to be. Yeah. Yeah, I think we just want to do 10 or like. Okay, we can do it whatever it was in the snow level, so it doesn't really change much on this level. What about gamma? If I make that 1, yeah, I think gamma needs to be set to 1. So we're going to keep gamma at 1. I kind of want to do that, like that effect when you open up a level. That would be cool. Yep. What's dither? Hold on. Gradation could seriously be set to 100. Everything looks a lot more crisp that way. I think that's what I'm going to do. So let's go to the snow level. We're not going to save anything here. And the weapon camera here, look how gross it looks. I mean, it's retro, but way too retro, right? So we're going to set this to like 50. Yeah, 50, and then gamma will be 1. And we're going to apply this to our FPS controller prefab. There we go. All right, so everything feels a lot more clean, and it still feels retro, which is what we want. Hey, and I also have one more problem. I just figured it out. The ground's too smooth. It needs to be much more, have more angular polys. And also, I believe it's the directional light is too intense, or is it the ambient light? Let's see here. Let's do 0.5 is good. I think it might be the ambient light. I'm really looking at the guns as being my sort of reference point. How do the guns look? Okay, that's fine. So I think the ambient color could go down a little bit. Just like that. And then the directional light is still a little bit too intense, so 0.4. Well, no. Let's see here. 0.45. And we just want to do a white color. Good, okay. So we have a much cleaner looking scene here, but we still want it to feel retro, right? So let's go back to our snow here, and you'll notice that we got rid of a lot of the what makes this look like snow, honestly. So let's save that and go back to Unity here. There we go. So now it looks a lot more like snow, but it's also retro. So that's what we want. We could drop the saturation down. That's totally fine. but increase the contrast just a little bit, okay? There we go. Save it. Go back to Unity. It didn't load in properly. Hold on. Good. Okay. Good. And we'll add footprints. We'll do all that cool stuff. Sweet. All right. What happens if we increase the saturation of the background here? We really want the snow to pop. That's something that I've been learning with snow levels. You really want it to pop. Okay. That's kind of cool. Let's see how that looks. Merge all these together. We'll add some gradients to this in just a second, but for now we just want to get the basic colors looking perfect. How's this fog look? I kind of liked it the way it was. Yeah, that's fine. I do wonder what would happen if we added a gradient to the top here. Just like that. Save it and then take a look. Drop it down just a little bit more. It's going to make it feel a little bit darker, but you don't want it to get rid of that foggy feel. See that? We got sort of the tops of the trees are kind of screwy now. Even though it's cool that it goes to dark, it kind of ruins it, you know? Stop. Why are you going backwards? Okay, there we go. Could probably do this, and you won't see the tops of the trees like that. Yeah, there we go. So it's just a little bit of a gradient up there, but not much. Awesome. All right. -40 looks pretty good, actually. So let's go to -40, save that out. All right. So what was I talking about earlier? Yeah, the ground, this is interesting. The ground is a little too smooth. A little too smooth. Whereas the ground over here, this is why I keep a reference of it over here. I believe this one is not as smooth. I could be mistaken here, but let's take a look. Yeah, it's much more rustic looking. So I believe that's in the inspector here in the settings. And pixel error is 1. I think it might be detail resolution. Let's mess with it. No, that's the mesh resolution. Yes, height map. Is that what it is? No. I think it might be this. Pixel error. No, that's not it. Nope, that's not it either. It's one of these. The number of cells in a single patch. This value is square. Okay, hold on. I think it might be this right here. The height map resolution. I think that's what it is. All right. Now, we're not trying to simulate anything related to snow, guys. We're trying to make it look like the old school game that it is. And currently it's way too smooth. Okay? That's really what's happening here. That's what I'm working on. So I think it's nope. Man, what is it? Is it the pixel error? Nope, it's not that. It's one of these things here. Is it the detail resolution? Nope, it's not. Let's hit play here and take a look at what's going on. I guess it's fine. It just seems a little too smooth, to be honest. I'm just going to do some tests here. You know what's funny is I got to search Discord because I remember sending a message to one of my friends and telling him in an exciting way. I was really excited because the pixel error, it was related to pixel error. And so I'm going to search what I said. I'm trying to make it look old school. Height map resolution. Okay, so that's what it is. It's called height map resolution. Let's go even lower. Yes, okay, 65 by 65. Check that out. Okay, so it is height map resolution. All right. So I love how clunky that all looks, honestly. I think I could probably go just a little bit higher. It was the height map resolution. Okay, so 129. I think that's just fine, honestly. That feels old school, and that is what we're going for. I want it to feel like an old 007 game. All right. So one of the problems I'm having is that there's just a little bit too much light on the gun. So I think it might be related to this directional light. What happens if I turn it off completely? Yeah, that's probably what it is. So let's do 0.3. Yeah. A little bit too much light on the gun. But there's also not a lot of contrast in this scene. I think we need a little bit more contrast. Good, okay. All right. The trees look good. I kind of want a snow crunch sound right away. I'm going to set it back to 0.4. It's just not bright enough. So let's get some snow crunching sounds for the footsteps. Okay, guys? So let's go to freesound.org. By the way, guys, if you haven't downloaded that free 2D game kit below, while we're searching for snow, feel free to just head on over and sign up for that free 2D game kit. It's my treat to you. Totally free. I used this exact game kit to make a game for PewDiePie in 14 days. So you can use it however you want, commercial or just personal. I don't care. Snow step. Okay. And I'm going to turn on the sound for you guys. Let's get that working. Where is it? There it is. Okay, that should do it. Let's take a look here. Make sure the sound is working for you guys. Can you hear that? Good, okay, good. All right, so let's find some crunchy snow. That's great. I like that. Let's download this. And we're going to open it up in Audacity. And cut up maybe 4 or 5 snow sounds. And we should be good. Now what we've got currently, the way this looks, is just the bare minimum of how it's supposed to feel. Accomplishing the perfect mood on a snow level is super important. This kind of mood for me, a snowy forest, is really important because it's one of my favorite feelings. I'm going to fade that out. Export the selection, and this is going to be called Step Snow 1, and let's just find 1 or 3 more that we like. That one I liked. Fade out. Export selected audio. Step Snow 2. Fade this one out. I think 4 is about what we want. Step snow 3. Fade that out. Export snow 4. Okay. All right. Honestly, more retro, more crunchy. So we're going to go to optimize sample or override sample rate. We're going to do something like 22,000 hertz. Hit apply. Good. Okay, can you hear that, guys? It's very subtle. Okay. Now we go to our sound manager. I believe that's where it's at. Ground sounds. Very good. Okay, we're going to create a new one. Drag it up, though. This one's going to be called Snow. Is terrain layer is correct? Yes, it is. And just drag in our snow. This is so simple. Drag in our snow. Just like that. Good. Go to 4 here. Alrighty. Now, all we got to do, well, actually, let's double check something here. We actually have to name it perfectly. So it's 54-snow is what it is. Now, we could go into 54-snow here. Yeah. And just call it snow. So what it's doing is it's finding a terrain layer, identifying it, and if the string is correct, then it will play that sound. Okay, so there's snow. Good. Okay, we renamed it. Let's hit play here. Okay, it's not working. We're going to figure this out. Okay, it's called snow. So let's go to the actual sound manager. And take a look. Terrain layer name or tag. Well. Does it work with the well, actually let's click on this here. That's okay. It needs to be tagged terrain. That's why. Okay, there we go. Let's hit play. Not doing it either. We're gonna figure this out, guys. So that's tagged terrain layer default. Terrain layer default. It's set to snow. Does that need to be set to snow as well? What's going on? This makes me frustrated. So let's add some grass and see if we're even getting sound effects with just the grass. If not, then we have a problem. Go to the player or the controller. Where are you located? You're right there. Let's throw in some grass and see what happens. Okay. Just paint some grass on there and see what we get. So it doesn't work. Well, that sucks, doesn't it, guys? What about the other piece of terrain? Argument exception. Get alpha maps. Terrain data, get alpha maps. Okay, so we have an issue with the... What happens if I delete this? What happens? Let's hit play. Good. Okay. So we can't have multiple terrains. That's the rule. I'm not a fan of it, but that's the rule. I need to talk to AJ, who coded this system, and see if he can make it work for multiple terrains. So we can delete that, and there we go. All right. Now let's add some normal maps to the snow. Okay. So that's going to be done right here. We have a normal. Okay, we can double click the snow. I'm going to create a normal map from this. I'm going to merge the layers together, go to 3D, generate normal map. Good. So we have our snow right there. We could save this as snow normal. We don't need an underscore, just normal. There we go. All right, let's drag in the normal map to about right here. Ooh, we're getting there. Let's hit play. Good, okay. So we're getting there. So what we need to do, activate the inspector here. First off, fix the normal map. So go to the normal map here. And also, by the way, I just want to set it to 1, maybe even 64. And the point no filter. Hit apply. Good. So far, so good. And then also is a normal map is going to be right here. Hit apply. I fixed it kind of, but you can see here it's just way too intense. So something like that will probably be just fine. Metallic. What about specular? Do we want any specular? Probably not, guys. Make it smooth. Hit apply. There we go. Okay. So I believe, yeah. So now we can go to the, why is it not working? Hold on. Let's hit apply once. Okay, there we go. Let's take a look at this first. Yeah, the shine is definitely not what we want. Okay. Activate inspector. Turn down the smoothness. Well, increase the normal scale. Let's turn on the lighting though really quick. There we go. And there we go. So, stop, hold on. Point 1, try point 1 and see what it looks like. Nope. Hold on one sec, guys. We're gonna get this perfect. Select the terrain. I can't see it. Hold on. Let's try that. It's kind of cool. A little shiny, honestly. A little shiny. All right, good. Hey, we're at 300 viewers. Awesome. Thanks, guys, for showing up like you always do. No metallic. And honestly, I'm starting to wonder if I want a normal map at all. You know? I kind of want, here, this is interesting. I kind of want the snow to go horizontally. See that? So you could do even 5. Maybe 10. How about 20? That looks like snow to me right there. See? That feels great. I feel like I could do better though. It had some color to it, it might work. Let's try this out. Let's open up the snow again. Do a little bit of a hue saturation. Just a very subtle colorize. Try that. And we'll throw in some, yeah, that looks a little bit better. All right. Good. Okay. Okay. Now, let's throw in some stones. We don't need to be too crazy here. We don't have to have everything with, see these rocks here? We don't have to have all of our rocks specifically have snow on them. I don't think that we need to do something like that. What I mean is, snow technically would appear on the rock, and I don't think I want to do that because I'm trying to be economical here. All right, let's take a look at this rock here. Where's our rock? Well, it is foggy. Here, let's go over here. This is going to be fun, especially when, that feeling of getting lost. Sorry, I got to text somebody. Okay. All right, so there is our rocks. And I'm just placing everything just to get an idea of how everything feels. I can't find the rocks. Where are they? It's so foggy. Hang on. Oh, I just found it. Okay. Go to the controller here. He's right here. Okay, he's way over here. All right, let's bring this rock over here. All right. Sweet. Okay, things are coming to life. Coming to life. Good. Yeah, I don't think we need to add snow to that. As cool as that would be, I'm trying to reuse as many assets as possible for this game. So there's one rock here. Could probably scale it down just a little bit. All right, good. Just like that. And then rotate it. I want to see how everything looks inside the snow. Just like that. Okay, scale that. And what we're going to do, we're going to create some trees that go all the way up into the sky. Okay, so now that we have our rocks looking good, we have the snow looking good, we're going to create some really massive trees. And then some particles for the snow. So this right here, what we could do is literally just delete. I think we could delete the leaves here. Nope. Let's see here. Yes, okay. Make all of these one. And what that's going to do is remove all of the leaves. I think. There we go. Okay, good. So there's our tree. Let's double check something here. Uh-oh. It happened for that one too. What I want to do is make this one really, really big. What is happening? I'm really confused. Okay, if I scale this up to be pretty tall, and then I stick it in the snow, here's what it looks like. Pretty cool, huh? So I kind of want to use that, but I wish that there was snow running up the edge. So let's see if we can change the texture. I don't understand what's going on here. Hold on. Okay, we select that one. How weird. I'm so confused. Hold on one sec. Let's go back in time. Whoa. Unity's breaking on me. Hold on. Let's see here. This one got all screwy. What is happening? Whoa! What? Dude. I'm really confused. Hold on. Whichever one is zeroed out. Whoa. That's crazy. I don't know what's happening. Why are there multiple trees inside of this thing? Hang on. Man, I'm confused. Okay, I think we can just remove all of these, right? Yeah, I don't know why those are even here. We're going to delete those. We just need that. Man, that's confusing. Okay, anyway. So, here's what we're going to do. We're going to call this pine. Large pine. And hopefully drag that in here. Although I do think, yeah, it's utilizing the tree. And that means that the tree, sort of tree, what is it called? The tree, you know what I'm saying. The seed tree thingy. There's our bark. And I don't think I can add snow to the base of it. But hey, let's double check. There's diffuse PSD. Let's take that one. And let's just double check it here. What would happen if I just added white to this and saved it? Go to Unity here. If I take this large pine tree here, the first thing I do is I go to my mesh renderer. Actually, you know what I can do? I'm not going to do it that way. I go to my mesh renderer here. All I got to do is set the materials to 1, and now all I see is the tree here. And then we go to this here. This is our material, optimized bark material. If I rename this to, this is where things get a little messy. Bring it over here, and I'm just going to put it inside of, well, hold on, there we go. Optimized bark material, snow. And drag that in. And now, the theory is, if I drag that here, okay, so we cannot make it look like snow. So what we're going to need to do, yes, okay, we're going to need to go to Blender and create one tree type, and that's okay. So really quick, in play mode, what I want to do is I want a big tree that I can put all over the place, a massive tree with snow sort of running up the edges of it. So we're going to do that really quick in Blender. Okay. Okay. There it is. So let's open up Blender really quick and create that tree. File new, general. Don't save. Hello, Blender. What in the world? Blender just crashed. All right. So let's destroy this camera and destroy this light. All right, go to edit mode. Well, no. Let's delete that. We're going to add a new cylinder. It's going to be very low poly. We could probably do 6. Yep. Go to edit mode here. And scale that. And let's see here. I'm going to bring it down like this. Slowly. And just going to go all the way to the top here. And then at the very top, you just keep scaling it out. All right, there we go. Whoopsie. So we have our tree. Just put it about right there. And then this is the trunk, right? Stop. Okay, there we go. Blender, what are you doing? Did they do a new update or something? Because I don't like it. I'm just having trouble working in Blender for some reason. Okay, then what I like to do is actually rotate it, okay? So what you could do, well, is add some loop cuts here. That's fine. Go to this at the bottom here, this face, and then turn this on, and then we can rotate like this. See? Look at that. So we're going to get a sort of beautiful rotating tree. I like that. Okay. First things first, shade smooth, right? File, save as. And this is going to be in Thomas Custom Models. This is going to be called Large Pine Tree. Okay. We're not going to unwrap anything. We're not going to do any textures currently. We're just going to drag it in. But we do want to make sure we add that material. It needs a material, so we're just going to call this Large Pine Tree. That's the material. Save that out. Go into Unity here. All right. And we'll use some of the pine trees from the previous level. But I do want these large, massive trees to be shrouded throughout the whole level. So there's one. We're going to scale it up significantly. Save that. And we'll do Object, Apply, All Transforms. There we go. And then put it in the snow just a little bit like that. And let's go to the actual texture here and extract the texture or the material. There we go. That's fine. There it is. And just bring it down just for now. Just for now. Let's take a look. Where are you, buddy? Austin. Well, well, well. I can't see him at all. I could have sworn I'd be able to see him. Let's try again. Whoa, I can't see him. That's an odd thing. Let's go to the character controller here. For some reason. Oh, whoa, okay. So apparently there's rocks over here. That's interesting. Okay, let's bring this all the way over here so that we can take a look at how it looks. Take a look at how it looks. All right, I like that. Good. I think it's a little too narrow. So let's just go into play mode here. Or let's stay in play mode and then just scale. Yeah. Save that. Take a look. Yes. That feels a lot better. Good. Okay. Now, let's go the Ivan Earl route. You guys know I love making trees like this. This is where things get really, really fun. We'll create a loop cut here, here. It's fine. Here, here, and here. That's, well, we could probably go up a little bit more, to be honest. And then one here. Okay. So this is fun. Let me show you. Select the face here. Inset it. Just like that. Scale. About like that. And I could probably do a little bit more, honestly. Bring it out and then extrude. Scale. Extrude. Rotate. Extrude. Rotate along the Y. Is it the Y? There we go. And just keep going up. There we go. And I don't mind it looking organic like that. That's fine with me. Okay. Select this one here. Scale like that. And obviously, do this. And scale it to almost 0, but not perfectly 0. That's fine right there. Let's take a look. We're getting there. We are getting there. A little kind of a weird texturing going on right there, or shape. Let's see here. I think it's okay. Probably needs to go a little bit higher. And then this, right here, needs to go like that. Take this loop cut here. Bring it down like that. This one here. Save it. You mean Jason Wyman? Alec? Jason Wyman? I'm not trying to be a know-it-all. I'm just trying to help out whoever you're helping. Okay, good. Then we'll take this here. Just bring it all the way up. Now, pretty cool, huh? So what we can do is do a couple loop cuts here, and hopefully, we'll see, do the same thing here. Inset just a little bit, scale it down along the Z-axis, rotate it, and extrude. All right. Whoa. Okay. And then rotate, extrude, rotate, and then boop. Save that out, take a look. Oh yeah, we're getting there. By the way, I don't like using the seed tree generator. I really don't like using it. I've noticed it's buggy, it's confusing. It's not for me. So that's just my 2 cents there. The good thing about making organic stuff is you can get away with this kind of crap here. You can get away with it for sure. All right. Save it out. Okay, beautiful tree. And we're going to do about 3 of those. And you could even just, honestly, down here, you could inset like this, scale, and then bring it out. And then scale, and it'll just look like kind of a broken branch. Awesome. Very cool. Maybe one more down here. Inset. Scale. Boop. Boop. Save it. And this is sort of my method. You guys definitely can do it a different way, but I like to leave Unity open while I'm working on it so I can see it in the context of the game with all my other models. I think that's really, really important. And obviously we'll add texture to this. Right now it's just the model though. Okay. We could probably do one right there. Again, inset just a little bit and then scale that inset. We're going to try and make this one look a little bit more straight. All right, fellas. So just keep it about the same size. There's the other one here. Rotate, rotate, scale, extrude, scale, rotate, and rotate, scale. It's a little too smooth, isn't it? You'd probably just get away with doing this. Here we go. And just bring it all the way up, scale it like that, add some loop cuts. We got ourselves, maybe even do something like this. I could think maybe scale like that and then take these two here. There we go, that looks a lot better. Sweet. Let's hit save, take a look. Good. Coming to life, huh? All right. Hey, why don't we do something in this direction this time? Inset, scale, and just pull it out, and then do an extrusion, scale, extrusion, rotate, scale, and just do something like this. See? Hey, that one looks pretty good. Probably do something right, let's see here, towards the top. So again, this is tough, but you want to inset just a little bit, and then scale it. Drop it down, rotate it, and then extrude out. Whoa! What's going on here, Frank? Let's see here. There we go. And then up. Awesome. Hey, I like that. Let's take a look. Look at that, guys. I don't really like that anymore. We'll take this and then a scale like that. There we go. Try that. Let's see. Yeah. It's a pretty cool looking tree. I like it. Thomas Brush-esque, right? That's always the goal. So far, I think we've really made a lot of progress today. I'm not done just yet, but I do want to remind you guys to snag that 2D game kit below. You're going to get my free 2D game kit. No questions asked. No gimmicks, nothing like that. I'm going to send you some additional free resources, some additional tools in your email as well. So keep an eye open for those. They're going to help you in your game career. I'll also let you know when any of my game kits or my 3D game kit in particular, or my online course, when there's a big sale event, I'll let you know. But that game kit's yours totally free. Just click below. And there's also a webinar for those of you who want to learn how to make money selling your games. And this is important before you even finish your game. That's actually what I've done multiple times. That's actually how I went full time. So if you're interested in learning how to do that, check out that webinar below. Okay, inset, scale, boop, boop. Maybe a little bit more. There we go. And we're going to pull some of these out here. So this one is really going to be in, and then this one's going to be out. Yeah. Good. Okay. So this one is going to go in the opposite direction. So scale. There we go. Let's take a look here. Yep. Rotate. Scale it. And then rotate. Good. Just drop the scale down and pull it all the way up. Okay. So if we go to this view here, you can see we need to straighten it up, right? These probably scale those up here. This right here, this little loop cut, scale it and then rotate it. Scale it. There we go. Okay. Save it. Take a look. Oh yeah. That one's my least favorite, to be honest. Good thing it's far up there, you know? It's a little thick. Right, Danny? Save it. Okay, that looks a little bit better. We could probably take this loop cut here, though. Scale it just a little bit. Especially in the Z. Okay. All right. Maybe have it come up just a little bit. So these, like that. Okay. There we go. Okay. And then add... We could probably do a branch on the inside for this one. Inset just a tad. Then scale. This is getting tough. It's so thin. Rotate and then keep going. Scale it down. There we go. Just like that. Scale. There we go. And then inset. Or extrude, I mean. There we go. And then extrude just a little bit more. Rotate. And then extrude. Scale. There we go. Let's take a look. All right. Pretty cool. So here's the thing. If we go to our Photoshop file here, and we go to the skybox, we actually do need to remove that shade because, well, looking up, you want it to fade completely in. See that? Awesome. Okay, let's go ahead and save this large pine tree as a prefab variant. Okay, let's also give it a capsule collider. Let's take a look and make sure that it looks right. It does not. Oh man. So the radius does not need to be that. Something's wrong. What the heck? Yeah, okay. It's really the height that needs. I see. What are you doing, Unity? Oh, I know what you're doing. The transform values are incorrect here. What we need to do with this stupid blend file, I hate this, is you rotate it along the X -90. Then you apply it. This is so annoying. And then you rotate it positive. Wait, no. Along the X. Stop. Rotate X +90. That should do it. That's the theory, at least. Select it. And then there it is. And it's zeroed out. Good. Okay. That's like a driving stick at this point. I don't really know what I'm doing. I'm just doing it from practice. It's a weird thing that you have to do with Blender. Hopefully they'll fix it one day. It's not necessarily a glitch, but it is annoying. Prefab variant, good. Select it. And now we can just put it all over. See? What I kind of want to do is put the origin a little bit lower. So let's set the origin. Set origin. Well, actually, here's what we'll do. Go to edit mode here. If we take this face down here at the bottom, where is it, you mother effer? Hold on. Whoa. There we go. Yes. Believe it or not, I can actually extrude it out a little bit more and just basically pull it so that it's always going to have plenty of opportunity to be in the ground, okay? And then we go to object mode. We bring it up just a little bit, just like that. And then we say object, set origin to 3D cursor. Save it out. That way, when we go to drag it into the scene, look, it's always going to stick into the ground. There we go. Let's take a look at how all this looks. Never underestimate the value of adding trees. It's going to change the whole feeling, honestly, the whole feeling of your level pretty much immediately. It's pretty amazing, actually. And then when you add grass in the snowy, sort of snowy frozen grass, man, everything's going to change. It's going to look amazing. Look how beautiful already. We need to add a capsule collider, but overall, looking pretty cool. Sweet. Let's get that snow falling. Well, really quick, let's obviously we need to texturize these trees. But for now, I'm down with, and by the way, when we add the capsule collider now, it's going to add perfectly. Pretty much perfectly, because now the transform values are correct. That's why we had to flip it like we did. Okay, save that out. Good. Capsule collider added for our tree. And finally, go to our character controller. In this case, we're going to need, here's what we need to do. This is going to be frustrating. We need to add snow using the dust modes here. And it's going to attach itself to the player. That's because we don't want to add snow to the prefab for the controller. Well, because we don't want snow on the prefab in the forest level. So this snow is going to attach itself and then destroy itself when we load into a new level, right? So it's interesting. It's going to be, yeah, it's going to be weird. But for now, I'm actually just going to put it on the FPS controller for now. Wherever it is, zero it out. There we go. Man, I'm tired. Zero it out. And then we're going to make it white. And then let's go to play mode first. Okay, we got some snow falling. Oh my goodness, it looks good. I'm fine with the black particles. I think I'm okay with that. Maybe not. But let's turn it up, right? And also the size. Start size could be 0, 0.1 to 0.6. Ooh, I like how it's pixelated. Cool. So it's not following me around. It really should. Why is that? Why aren't you following me around? I think I know why. Well, first off, we could do 0 to 0.3. That's probably a better approach. And we need to put it inside the camera. That's why. All right, we can make the box a little bit bigger. Believe it or not, the size is just a little much. So we're going to do 0.1, and then we're going to do a emission rate of something like 100. The velocity over time, it needs to be a little bit faster coming down. So 0.6, negative 6, or wait, wrong. Yeah, that's what it is. There we go. Negative 0.7 and then negative 0.7. Okay. Ooh, we could do some orbital. Let's hit play and do it this way. This way we can see it happening. Okay. But first off, I know that we need the box to be a little bit bigger. So we could do 50 by 50 by 50, or maybe 40 by 40 by 40. Position it up a little bit. So let's see here. The position would be a little bit higher. Let's see here. Let's pull it out like this. We needed the position to be up a little bit. What is going on? There we go. So it starts a little bit higher than the player. So if we look up, it's like it's up in the sky. Good. Let's get rid of the rocket launcher. I don't want that. Okay. Snow's coming on down. I like it. The color over lifetime. We need to go pretty. Yeah. Keep the alpha pretty strong for the entire time. Let's do orbital as well. So orbital x, yeah. Random between two constants. Let's see, negative 20 to 20. Okay, that's crazy. So negative 5 to 5. No. Negative 1 to 1. Negative 1 to 1, negative 1 to 1. Okay, now it's just going nuts. Negative 0.3 to 0.3, negative 0.3 to 0.3, negative 0.3 to 0.3. Yeah, that feels pretty good, actually. Whoa. It's a little much. Negative 0.1 to 0.1, negative 0.1 to 0.1, negative 0.1 to 0.1. Okay. And the start size is 0.3. Good. So it's a little bit bigger. I want them rotating. Let's see if we can make the rotation. Start between two constants. 0 to negative 3, or 0 to 360. There we go. That's pretty cool. Let's try this. That's what happens when I run. Okay, it eventually stops. So we need it to follow us wherever we go. So, and by the way, 0.3 is a little bit too big, so 0.2 is good. We could probably get away with the duration being shorter, 3 by 3. That's going to help a little bit. Okay, so it's really the X and the Z scales should be pretty big, honestly. 100 by 100. Nope. The X and the Y scales. Yeah. And probably need to do 50 here. Okay. And then finally, rate over time could be 200. So now wherever I go, we'll see snow falling. It's really not enough, is it? How about 400? You just want it to follow you wherever you go. It's kind of hard for me to explain what's happening here, but if you watch, this box is basically printing snow and following me wherever I go. Pretty cool, huh? So I kind of, well, I think that we could make the offset not so high, for one. Yeah, that's one way of doing it. You'll notice some of it's going into the sky. So actually, I think we could turn off the orbital for the Z. Is that correct? Sweet. Man, does the emission really need to be 1,000 for this to look good? Boy, I think so. No, I think we could probably do this then. And then just put it right at the face of the player. There we go. There we go. Is that? Yeah. Okay, I see a lot more now. This is just a very fine-tuning process. As I go up, the snow will follow me. You can kind of see it stopping there. I don't really like that. All right. Some of them can drop a little bit faster, to be honest. So that's good, but this... Here we go. So this is going to be -3 and then -7. Or -10. Yeah. Good, okay. We'll put it up a little bit for the shape here. Raise it up. There we go. Looks good. Beautiful. I just wish I could see more. What if I make this 60 by 60? What happens? Okay, and then finally we want it to hit the ground and stay there. So we're going to do set dampen to 1, bounce to 0. It's going to collide with the world. There we go. Look, look, look. Pretty cool, huh? Just adds a beautiful feel. Looks like it's adding to the world, which is really cool. Look at that. I love that. I wonder if we could get away with making the max particles 3,000. I know that's a bad idea, but I just love the way this looks. And then you set the lifetime. Let's see what happens. Set the lifetime to, whoa, Thomas is about to freeze the game. Hold on. Hold on. Wait, let's go back in time because I just screwed it up. I want to at least save this. Copy component. And then paste component values. Okay? Okay, good. All right, so I was thinking, what would happen if you made it 10 by 10? So 10 seconds of lifetime. It just adds so much to the scene. Look at this. How cool is it? Why are they bouncing? Where are you going? That's so cool. Dampen value needs to be intense. Like, can I do a really big value? No, I can't. What about 0? Huh. I want it to stick. You know? I just want it to stick. There we go. Oh, it sticks to me. That's cool. But look, it's like they're releasing from the ground. And they sort of rise up. That's so weird. It's cool. It's just weird. Right, let's set it to 2x2. There's no reason for it to be that long. Cool. All right, guys. Let's copy the component values. We're going to do 0.15. Save it. And then, hey. Why not add in some music to feel how we want this, well, to feel. How about, what songs do we have available to us? We have Castlevania. Let's see how that sounds. Wrong one. Okay. There it is. Let's try this. There, guys. Obviously, plenty of texture needs to be added to the trees. Some bark. But this level, I'm really feeling like I want it to feel like you're lost. I want the player to struggle to know where they are. It's part of the puzzle. And hey, you know, you could even add, now that we've got these big trees here, you could add some pine trees as well. What is it called? Is it spruce? Yeah. Nope, not that one. Is it that one? That doesn't look right. 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 Is that it, really? Yeah. There we go. For some reason, that didn't work. Okay. So let's throw in a couple of these as well. Yeah. Was the wrong one? There we go. Whoa, 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 whoa. Wait, no, 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 no. That's wrong. What's happening? Let's take a look. Why? Oh. What? We got ourselves a problem. Let's take a look at what's going on here. That's not good. What? Looks like we screwed up earlier. Optimized bark material snow. Oh. That's not good. It needs to be optimized bark material and then optimized leaf material. Leaf material, bark material. The bark material needs to have the diffuse PSD. What? There we go. Yay! Yeah, this is cool. Cozy. It makes me kind of feel cold, which is what we wanted. Okay, so we got to fix that still. That was in play mode, of course. Whatever. Jeez. Bloop. Bloop. Fixed it. Honestly, they probably need to be a little bit bigger. So something like 8 by 8 by 8. And then we can just take those and put them all over the place. Delete these. Yeah. Hey, you look good. Look how beautiful this is, guys. And what's really going to be fun is just painting in some grass, honestly. When you throw in weeds and grass, everything changes. So you could do something like this. Like a little patch here. And then some red. It's just so funny how things just get beautiful. With just throwing in some grass. And then you would do this. You would kind of make it look like it's melting a little bit. I'm not sure if I want to do this, but what just happened? Hold on. Okay, I think we're okay. Yeah, we're okay. We have the opacity here. There we go. So you would just sort of blend it out a little bit. By the way, I'm just testing out all of my tools for this level. The goal is to get everything looking perfect, all of the assets looking perfect, and then you hand it off to a level designer. I'll do some level design, but I'm probably going to hire some friends to do some level design for me as well. Maybe put some snow right here. Yeah. So let's see what happens here. Let's take a look. Where is it? Ooh, yeah. Very pretty. That's a lot of grass, but you guys get the idea. So we're reusing a lot of the assets from the previous level, which is definitely okay. You want to do that. And you could even throw in, why not, throw in a lamppost. Hey, it's like Chronicles of Narnia, right? And it just slowly comes to life. Beautiful little level here. Wow. Oh man, I wish it was snowing. Like in real life. Wouldn't that be cool? I'm really, really enjoying this. Okay. Best part of all, in the distance. We'll definitely be putting these, you know, these sort of cheap grass trees. These right here. We'll put these on top of things, but for now I just want to see what it looks like. Do I need these to look different? That's the question. Do I need them to be a little bit more snowy? Well, let's take a look. Back up, and they'll be elevated on a ledge here. So that looks pretty cool, doesn't it? All right. All right, I think we could probably get away with adding some color grading here now. Now that we sort of went to square one, now we can start adding more detail. I think we can maybe add that vignette back. Yep. Was I right or was I right? Throw in some contrast. Can we warm it up? That's the question. Oh, we can. Oh, we can. Looking good. Can we increase the bloom now? We might just be able to. Let's take a look. I feel like the sky needs to be like so gray. Have a little bit of a color to it. Let's try to do that real quick. Increase the saturation here. Oh man, you guys should have told me that it was so loud. Sorry. No, the music is Castlevania 64. Come on, guys. This is just for reference. And that's okay to do. It's okay to have... Ooh. No, navy blue is what I want. I want to be pretty dark. No! Obviously, it looks terrible. Hold your horses. Take the eyedropper tool and exit maximize on play. Whoopsie, whoopsie. Go to lighting here, environment. Paste in that color for the fog here. It's just a little much, isn't it? So just keep experimenting until you get that color you really like. I think that's it. I think that's the one, guys. Let's merge that together. Ooh. I like it. Very pretty. And I like it with this grass especially. Oh, my life is just complete. Honestly, I just love everything about my life, especially moments like these. Well, guys, sorry the music was so loud there for a while. I didn't know. Be sure to download that 2D game kit below. Totally free. My treat to you. I want to see you guys succeed. I'm also going to send you some free resources. I will also let you know when my course is on sale, when there's a big promotion event or anything like that, but you're going to get some great free resources. Click below and I'll send you that kit. Use it however you want. I've used this same game kit to make a game for PewDiePie in 14 days. So it's a really, honestly, I love this kit. It's really helpful. Also, feel free to check out that webinar below. Totally free. I will talk to you guys later, and I hope that you guys have had a good time. This was really fun.